people doing here? You mad at something?
Yeah.
You got anger?
Yeah.
Something done gone wrong?
Yeah.
You got madness?
Yeah.
Think you're tough? Think you won? You got a fight and now you got one. Think you're tough? Think you won? You started a fight and now you got one. Keep yourself round the applause. You did that pretty good. Say good morning, Rima.
Good morning, Rima. I'm from Dutchess County. Last year, only 34% of Democrats got out to vote.
Not good.
We lost the county legislature.
Yes.
Where do you think this all starts? Every single one of us must make every single like-minded abortion justice voter to the polls, not every 4 years, every year. There is a vote every year. Make it a priority. I have friends, and they may just be here, and they may just be here, who have a bunch of kids. They both work full-time. They sometimes put voting on a back burner, except for election years. So I have made it my mission to get them to the polls. I hound them, I nudge them, I call them, I text them, and I don't leave them alone until they text me and say, "Leave me alone, Rima, I voted." Yay! We've got to get the vote out any way we can. Next week we have school board elections. There are some horrible ideas floating around.
Oh, yeah.
Don't let these horrible ideas get a seat on our school boards.
Yeah.
Call the teachers union. Do your research. Get to the polls and vote. Please vote. Vote every year. One last thing. Everyone on social media, pull out your phones. Everyone who's on social media, please pull out your phones. You got it?
Yes.
Take a picture of your surroundings and post it with the hashtag "Bands Off Our Bodies." Let's show them we're not going anywhere. Thanks everybody for coming out.
Give it up for Rima. Don't you love her? Everybody say good morning, Evelyn.
Good morning. Good morning to everybody this morning. We have to act now. Right here and all across this country, we have to act. Women deserve the power and the freedom to make their own personal reproductive health care decisions. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of glad that earlier this month somebody leaked a draft opinion that the Supreme Court is poised to overturn Roe v. Wade. Someone let us know that SCOTUS wants to turn back the clock to the time before women had reproductive rights of their own bodies. Someone wants to take us back to a time before women's rights were respected. Someone wants to take us back to a place called Oh No. You remember that place? Oh No. That's where civil rights and voting rights and women's reproductive rights were trumped by states' rights. Yes, somebody's trying to take us back to that time. Someone let us know that with this decision that 26 states are already poised to ban reproductive rights for women in their state. They want to take us back to petticoats and white gloves. That's why I'm wearing these gloves. They want us to take us back to that time. But we can stop this.
Yes.
And it's time for us to take off the gloves.
Yes.
It's time for us to take off the gloves. The nation loses seats in Congress. And that's why we lost seats in the Supreme Court. That's why we're here today. We can't afford to sit back. So let's take off the gloves and get together like we're doing today, and together we will
today. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm angry. Who here is angry? I'm also going to be honest with you. I'm a little scared. Anyone else here a little scared? When that alert came through just last week, even though we knew it was coming, even though we knew it was probably coming, you hold out hope, but even though we knew it was on the table, it was still shocking. I saw my world, I saw our worlds, I saw the worlds of every person, every woman, every person who needs support crashing down around them. While here in New York, we have codified our state version of Roe v. Wade with the Reproductive Health Act. I want to give a shout out to the champions in New York who have done that. What we have learned from this experience is our rights are our rights until they are not. And everything is on the table, and we can never get complacent. Just 2 years ago, it was our race that we only won by 2 points against an anti-choice, anti-woman, anti-person candidate. That's here in the Hudson Valley. We have to be a leader in New York. We need to write the legislation here in New York that other states can use, other elected members of their state houses can use when they are getting attacked at all fronts. Because everyone across this country, no matter your means, no matter where you live, no matter who you are, no matter your economic status, you deserve the right to choice and your own bodily autonomy. That work starts here, it starts in the community, and it starts with voting up and down the ballot for pro-choice, pro-people candidates this August, this June, this August, and this September. We can get the vote. Thank you all for being here, for showing the Hudson Valley is always a stalwart for women. We cannot do this without you. Thank you. Keep it up.
They say shut up, we say rise up. They say shut up, we say rise up. They say shut up,
We say rise up.
they say shut up,
We say rise up.
shut up,
Rise up.
shut up,
Rise up.
shut it up,
Rise it up.
shut up. Welcome to the most important place you can be at this exact moment today. As we advanced an agenda, a 9-point agenda for women, one that made sure that women had access to state contracts, one that made sure that women had access to all manner of health care, one that made sure that women were allowed to be paid the same as men in this state. But most importantly, on that whole agenda, we passed legislation that said your right to choose, your right to decide will be inviolate in New York State and will be guaranteed not just by the Supreme Court of the United States, not just by the United States Constitution, but by the laws of New York State. It is the law. We took it even further. We took it even further. We told every insurance company in New York State that if you want to have the business in New York State to insure people in New York State, then you are going to have to cover every manner of family planning, every manner of reproductive health, every single aspect of it. So there was some confusion as to whether we meant abortion. So this year, specifically, exactly in those exact words, we added it to the law to make sure that there is no question that if you are insured in New York State, your insurance covers all of your needs, not just some. And you need to make sure that the governor of New York State and the lieutenant governor of New York State knows that who they appoint in their cabinet matters as much to us as everything else. Thank you for gathering.
Keep on marching, keep on talking, keep on having your voices heard. Let them know we care. Thank you.
Give it up for Kevin Cahan. You know him. This ain't 1863.
Get your oppression off of me.
This ain't 1863.
Get your oppression off of me.
This ain't 1863.
Get your oppression off of me.
This ain't even 1993.
Get your oppression off of me.
I want to say good afternoon, but I gotta be honest, I am pissed off that we have to even be here right now. But I'm proud as hell, sorry for the kids, I am proud as hell that we are here right now. My wife and I have been sitting at the kitchen table trying to process this, and she said to me last night, this feels like a loss. It feels like we're grieving. And so what we have to do today is say we will not accept this. We cannot accept this. We must not accept this. We must stand up. We need elected officials at every level that understand not just women's health and women's lives are under attack, but the fabric of our entire democracy on so many fronts is under attack. This is another step from the authoritarian playbook that we're all seeing. It's not a movie. It's not a nightmare or a bad dream. It's not an Orwellian novel. This is America in 2022, and we need to wake people up to that fact. Elected officials who are pushing this radical agenda and elected officials who are enabling it in complacency and quiet, which I believe is shameful. And we need to find them and call them out, whether they are in Mar-a-Lago, whether they're in Washington, or whether they are in Dutchess County. I see the faces. I've rallied with so many of you before. We have done this. We have done this in 2018, we've done it in 2020, and we are going to do it again in 2022. Thank you.
Give it up for Kurt Ryan. The former congressman and now our new lieutenant governor. Give it up for Antonio Delgado.
We passed in the House the Women's Health Protection Act. The moment we got word that this is going to happen. That bill sits right now in the U.S. Senate. That's where it is. You want that bill to move. I want that bill to move. You want a direct action item? Make sure that bill moves. Call every single senator you can. Call the senators who are not moving it. And tell every constituent that they represent to call them and tell them to move it. New York is at the tip of the spear in this fight. It is our fight. We have to lead as a state on this issue. We have to be a safe haven on this issue. We have to rally around all women across this country who are being abandoned, who are being left behind. I'm not going nowhere. Did you hear that? I'm right here. Right where I started and right where it'll end. Understand that. Also, power. That is what this is about. Power. Control. It is not a coincidence that the assault on women's reproductive rights is happening at the same exact time as the right to vote. It is not a coincidence. Not long ago, where a married woman had no rights, couldn't own property. They were property. There was a time. You can't tell me that this assault on reproductive rights is not an attempt to pull us right back to that time. Where a woman's body is the property of the state. Come on now. That can't be the answer. We cannot call ourselves the land of the free and the home of the brave. It is incredibly important that we don't move from a place of anger. I understand you're angry. I'm angry. You can probably hear it.
Yeah.
It is so important. And in these moments, I dig deep. I dig so deep. I dig so deep. And tap into something that put us here in the first place. It wasn't anger. It wasn't hate that got us here, people. It was love.
Amen.
It was understanding humanity. It was seeing ourselves in each other. That's the fight. That is the fight. Stand strong. Anchor yourself in the righteousness of your position, the moral high ground. Live on that ground. Embrace that ground. Because that's the energy that moves mountains. That's the energy that overdid Jim Crow. That's the energy that got women to vote in the first place. That's the energy that got Roe v. Wade. That's the energy. I love you. Those who know me know I say that a lot. I say a lot because that's what I mean. I love you. I love you. I just ask that you spread love. You can be angry. Don't get me wrong. I'm with you. But love hard. Love hard. Do not be deterred and fight. Fight, fight, fight. God bless you.
Give it up! Give it up!
I'm serious, because I left out the action item that's so important. And it was alluded to by a number of folks who spoke before me, all of which are incredible leaders, all of which have the heart in the fight. Okay, so listen to me clearly. You gotta vote. You gotta vote at every level. You gotta vote in the teachers, you gotta vote at the county, you gotta vote for Congress. And I know we're gonna be okay there. We gotta vote. Okay? We have people who can step up and do this the right way. So please, use your feet, go to the ballots, use your voice, and vote at every single level of government. Thank you.
Today we march, tomorrow we vote. Today we march. Today we march.
That's all we're doing. It's been a rally there. Over by it's on Fair Street. Where Kyle got pulled over.
Okay.
Let's stand back a bit.
It's all right. I figured it out.
It's soft at least.
Yeah. And Kelly's way up there. I mean, I kind of assumed this.
When reproductive rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When reproductive rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When reproductive rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When reproductive rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
What do we
stop over here and turn around right in the middle of the crowd.
Separation of church and state. Get God out of government. Separation of church and state. Get God out of government. Separation of church and state.
Get God out of government.
I had two illegal abortions when I was a young teen.
We ain't never going back. We ain't never going back. Roll me, forget
And
that.
the admissions persons have back a really...
We ain't never going back. We ain't never going back.
Hard yellow tails.
Yeah, you got 2 cents of cover.
There you are.
outreach for the Democratic Party for Ulster County. And I'm also on Indivisible Ulster. And we have one problem, and that's that we need all hands on deck to help us outreach to voters. That's what we need. There's 500 of you here today, at least 500 signed up. If every one of you was willing to do some canvassing or calling or writing, then we would get this done. We would make such a huge difference. It can't be an armchair event. So take those cards that you got home and do the action. And then look around for your local town committees, look around for your local indivisible groups, come up, whatever you do, but please help us. We need help canvassing, we need help writing, and we need help calling. It works, it really works. And we can do this. We have not forgotten, those of us here, what democracy looks like. It looks like this, and it looks like the hard and wonderful work of talking to everybody else and getting them to be inspired enough to come out and vote. You have raised the chi here. You have raised the energy. The universe feels it. It feels it. It's rippling everywhere. We can do this. Woody Guthrie once said, and I'll leave you with this, there is only one note, and it's the note of hope. Go forth and conquer.
We want to give it up one more time for our revolutionary band, Tin Horn Uprising. You can't have a revolution without a band. It's just true. And on behalf of Indivisible of Dutchess County, a Moms Demand Action, Hudson Valley Strong, and also Ulster County Indivisible, we thank you all for coming out. This concludes the yelling and screaming portion of our march. But as you were told, it's not the end of the fight. We all have to go home, call congressmen, call senators, get involved. It's not going to happen by accident. The right wing has already decided your future. Have you decided a different future? Then you got to act on it. You got to act on it. Everybody say, thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. We love you. Everybody get home safe.